Hey guys, Floydie here from The Beaten Track. We've had a few comments about the glazing rubbers and things like that we use for the Caravan reno. So I'm just going to run through a few different options and basically show you how these work, just to make it a bit easier, and then explain sort of maybe where you can even purchase these. So, all right, well, we'll start off with basically this section here is an extrusion. It's actually a shower screen extrusion, but it's similar sort of profile to what would be in the older style windows in the old vans. So what happens is, if you look at the edge of this here, basically I've just got an off-cut bit of glass here just to show you how it works, like that. So what happens is you've got different profiles of wedge rubber, and these are all just glazing channels that you buy from any glazier, window manufacturer, anything like that. There is a few other companies that sell it, but if you have a look at that, you can actually see that there's different profiles. These are all wedge rubbers. Now, what happens is, all you have to do is find a rubber that actually wedges in nice and tight, not over tight and not too loose. And if you have a look at this, right on that edge there, you can see the little legs at the bottom. So that actually goes against the glass, okay? If you go that way, it might wedge in, but it doesn't actually sit properly. So the idea is, with any of these rubbers, what you do is you actually spray the window up and spray the glass, and then what you do is then you try which rubber you think. Like, you could even go to a glass place and get offcuts of different rubbers if you weren't sure. I'm sure they just give them to you. And then that way you can try and see what fits in. Now, if you have a look at that, if you notice that there, that actually fits pretty good. So it pushes that glass down into that bottom channel, and that rubber is a nice, neat finish. So once that soapy water dries, it makes it harder to pull this rubber out. At the moment, that would just come straight out, but that there would be a good fit. So that, you can replace any of your Caravan window rubbers. All you got to do is find the type that will fit, and it'll more than likely be, there wouldn't be too many. There's kind of like, this one here is actually kind of a standard size. It's like it's a commercial glazing rubber, this one. So that one would probably suit any of them old windows, and because most of them have only got like 3mm glass in it, so it'd suit. But there is different rubbers. You know, there's that one there would take a lot thicker glass, for instance. Okay, and then you've got this rubber here, which would take a thinner glass. So depending on the profile of your window is to what rubber you use. And then, so basically, these are just rolls of the rubber that I carry, being a glazier. So this is from Lincoln Century, which I think they're all around Australia anyway. You could probably jump online and have a look at their site, and you'd probably be able to even buy direct from them. But they just sell, you know, these are basically in rolls, okay? So that's a 100-meter roll, and then you've got these bigger ones, which obviously you're not going to need that much, so you're better off just going to a window company and buying it. They'll sell it to you per meter. So, yeah, but if you've got any comments with that stuff, you can just send us a comment there, and we'll get back to you and give you some more information. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward anyway. All you got to do is just remember you got to use soapy water, and then once you wedge that rubber in, just make sure it's nice and smooth, and then once it dries, it actually works pretty well. Like you'll see here, I can probably pull that out, but it went in pretty tight. All right, guys, thanks for that. Cheerio.